Okay. So share. All right. Okay. So mine is showing foot also. Yeah. So back to this. So we have to get our image, the image that we'll be using for it. So the first thing we'll have to do is to create a folder where we will store the images. So here, the second one, new folder. So we won't click on the first one again. That one is for a file, but the next one is for a folder. So a folder is sort of bigger than a file. The folder houses a file. So we'll click on folder now. Then we'll name it images. Images. Yeah, so that is where we'll store our image. That is the logo that we want to use. So we can check online for any logo to use. So let's just say foot HD images. Yeah. So you see different pictures of foot that we can use for it. Okay. So this HD helps it for like high definition images so that it can be brighter and sharper. So it's just a sample, so you can use any foot for now, any of them. Yeah. So we can try out this first one. You just download it. Okay, so mine has downloaded it. Yeah. So some sites, they are easy to download. Some of them will not allow you to download. So just pick the site that is convenient.
So can we just can you just copy the image path?
Okay, you want to copy it directly, right?
Yes.
To the link. Yeah, that is
Yes,
another way of doing it. You can just copy.
So you don't have to download that.
Yeah. You can just copy
the image address.
Yeah, the link address.
No.
Okay, sorry,
Image
the
address.
image. Yes, image address.
Yes, image address.
So you can do that, or you can download it, any of the methods. Yeah, okay. Yeah. But the reason why this one is risky is in case there's any issue with your network. It might not load the image. But if you have it on your desktop, it's always there, like for you to use. Yeah. So like maybe we should just go with let's download it, or we'll test the two methods. Yeah. So once it's downloaded here, you can now go to your file Explorer to get it. Yeah. So mine is under downloads. Here. So you can rename it to make it easier for you to identify. So just right click on it here, then rename. So you call it foot, I mean,
just write that. Just pick one. Just a simple thought.
Yeah, that's foot. Yeah, foot logo. Yeah, and that's name it foot logo. Just to describe what the image is about, so it will be easy for you. So you can now copy it and paste it where you have. Okay, let me just copy it first. So Control C, Control C. Then you now go to where you open up this, where is it? Foot project. Then you see images here. You open it up, then just paste it. Yeah. Control P. So it's going to paste here. So it's going to paste the foot logo there. So once I've done that, I will now, if I open up my Visual Studio, I will see it here. You can see it's foot logo. It has gotten it automatically. Yeah. So now to get this foot logo, this is where we'll do it now in this source, where we have this source. Yeah, source attribute here. So you do dot. Yeah, to get to that foot logo, you do dot slash. Yeah. So this is what is called the file path. So it's locating where that file is, this logo is. So to get to that place, you know why in HTML now? If we close this image now, we're in HTML. So we have to leave HTML and enter images to get to that logo. So to leave HTML is dot slash. To leave any file at all is dot. When you just put a dot and a slash, you have left that file. So it now give you options of where are you taking us to. Now we're going to images. So you can see image here. So image slash again. So slash means like you are entering the another file. So let's start from the beginning again. So dot means you are leaving HTML, index.html. Then slash means you are entering another file, which is image. So you can type it image. Then slash again means you are entering what is inside image, because there's something inside image here. Yes, so image is the folder, then foot logo is the file, what is inside the image. So you put another slash after the image, put slash there. Then what is inside the image, foot. So I want you to be able to guess, that image helps you to guess. So if you click on images slash, you will see it here, foot JPG, click on it. Yeah. So it has successfully located this foot. Yes. So have you been able to do it from your end?
Yeah, but the on browser image is too big. Like,
oh yes, sure. It will be too big. We'll adjust that. Yeah. Yes. So
okay.
yeah. So now we would give the alternate text now. So just name it foot logo. You can name it anything. So foot logo. So that whoever that sees this will understand that that's a foot logo. Yeah. Okay. So I've successfully done this structure. So HTML is just the structure. It doesn't design anything. Like HTML is just bare. But it's CSS that will help you to design, reduce the size of that image that you're seeing and position it very well.
Okay.
Yes. So now we'll open the CSS now. So the same way you open HTML, you click the first one, that is new file, then name it style.css. You must have seen this when you were studying it, like style.css. Yes. So that is how to name CSS file. Index.html, style.css. So these are constant names, sort of. Yes. So we have to link this HTML to the CSS so it can function. So to do that, under your title in your HTML, under the title here, you press enter. You have to do it very well. If not, it won't work out if you don't link it well. So you do link rel. So if you install that image, it will be easier for you to be guessing what you want to do. So link rel, you can type it out also, link rel. So the rel will be named style sheets, STYLESHEET, style sheets, like this. Then href. So this rel means like relative, that is the relative name of it. It's a style sheet. Style CSS means cascading style sheets. So that is the name of it. So it's a style sheet. Then href means you are referencing something. So we're referencing the style sheets file. That's why we're going to link it here. It's just the same way we did this image. We are linking it to something. So we'll still do that dot that we talked about, dot slash. So dot means you are leaving HTML, slash means you are entering style sheet. So we'll put the style, click on the style dot CSS. So we have, okay, sorry, it doesn't end like that. Yeah, I think this also is self-closing tag. Yeah, it's a self-closing tag. Okay. So self-closing tag, majorly, they don't have anything inside them. That's why they call them self-closing. Like, it's not like this title now that has foot up inside of it. You are naming it something. But something like image now, you are not going to display the name that you are giving it. Instead, you are going to display the image itself. That's why it's self-closing. So this link now, we're not naming it anything. We're just linking it to something. So we don't need to put it inside two things, that is open and closing tags. That's why it's self-closing. Yes. So we've linked it now. So it's time to test if it works out well with our structure. So image source is, so let's check how it looks on the browser first. So mine will be very big, like yours. Yes, very big.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have to reduce the size. So since it's the image that is the problem now first, so we have to reduce the size of the image first. So we'll go back and link the image first. Yeah. So another thing you can do, just in case, put everything, that is the whole page entirely, in a section. It's very safe in case you need to do anything that will affect the whole page. Yes. Yeah.
But
so
we already created a section, right?
Yes, yeah. This section is just for the header.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So a section can house a section. It's possible. Right? A section can house a section. Yes. So the major section for the whole page now, that is the ID. I mean, section ID. You can call it something like maybe wrapper, something that wraps the whole page. Yes. Section wrapper. Yes. So that one is for the whole, wrapper is for the whole page. Then header is for only the header. Yes. Just in case we need to style the whole page.
So IDs should be different, right?
Yeah, ID should be different. Yeah, they are different.
Okay.
Yes, even your class too should be different. So like on the normal, they should have different. So let's just, so what we'll do now, we'll start with the wrapper first. So since it's an ID, IDs go with hash like this before the name that you give to it. But divs go with dot before the name we give to it. So we named the wrapper, the first ID wrapper. So it will be hash wrapper when we want to style hash wrapper because it's an ID. Yes. Then give a space, then open a curly braces. That is this stuff. Shift and it's on your keyboard. Just locate this sign.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then enter.
Besides P.
Yeah, beside P, yes, yeah. Yes. So this wrapper, that is for the whole body. So you can do just to remove margins, that is extra spaces and all those things beside. So you can just do margin 0 for the whole body, and margin 0, padding 0. So margin means like the space outside a particular container. That is margin, what is outside a particular container. While padding is the space inwards. Yes. I don't know if
You
you
mean,
do you
but
really
Uh,
understand?
you mean to say that margin is the outside of the content, like
Yes, yes. While padding is inwards. Yes,
padding is inside.
yes, inwards of a particular object. Yeah.
So,
Um, do you understand it, or shall I explain better? Yeah.
so can we for understanding that we can use that developer tool, right,
Yeah. You can
for
use
better
that.
understanding? Yeah.
Yeah. You can use that also. Let me
Uh,
see if I can.
for developer tools, it's better to
Yeah. So you see
use.
there, it always explains. If you scroll down, exactly, yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
you got it right here. So yeah, this is what I mean. Um, okay, this is the content now. That is this one. You can see it's covering everything. If you look at it's blinking somehow.
Okay.
Yes, as
So
I'm moving.
margin is outside the
The
border.
margin is, yes, outside the content.
Border.
Then padding is inwards. That means the space that is going inwards. So that means inside the content, there will be content inside the content. So, okay, let's take it like the first content, that is the whole, what covers everything, like our wrapper. This is it, where they put border, the wrapper, that is it. So outside the wrapper is the margin. Then inwards into the wrapper is the padding. So let's say we have our logo. Okay, let's take this middle part as the logo. That is what is inside wrapper. Yes. So the distance between what is inside and the border of the whole wrapper is called padding.
okay.
Yes. So we'll still look at more examples as we go. You'll still understand it better. By the time you start giving it functions, you understand it better. Yeah. So first of all, let's reduce this the size of this thing. Yeah. So padding 0. Then there's another thing they call box size, and all these ones are just constant things that they usually put. If you check documentation, you see that it's always there.
So
Yes.
why are you writing that
Yeah,
box border
border
box?
box. Yes, the
Yeah.
box
Why?
sizing. Border, I think border box is that thing that we saw border in the,
Yeah.
yeah, so that is the border box. It's just telling us how to
So,
size. Yes.
so is there any other different values for the box sizing?
Okay, there are other ones, but these are the known ones. This is what I'm familiar with, yes, so far. These things are just constant, like in everything that you do, you can just put it. Even if you don't put it, nothing will happen to the page. But just to, it's a setting somehow.
Okay, so
Like, just
this is the most used one, right?
yes, most used stuff. Yeah, yes. So let's target the image now so that we can correct that thing then. So I told you that you do the class first, then go to image. So for this image, you do dot, since the class is dot, class goes with dot, ID goes with that hash. Yeah, so dot logo, then image. Dot logo image, that's how we're going to write it. Dot logo, then img, image. That's how we're going to do it. Dot logo image. So inside now, you can now adjust the width and the height of the image. So first of all, the width of the image. So you can width is in percentage. You can use any. You can sometimes you can use pixels. You can use percentage. That is like unit of measurements, like centimeter, meter, all those. But mostly we use percentage. That is better. Like let's say 30%. So you can use 30%. That means to occupy 30% of the page.
So yeah, it's already getting for responsive. Like if the
Yeah. So
means if the screen size reduce, then it also reduce that for the screen size, right?
yeah, no, this image is only for the image, not for the. It doesn't affect the whole
Okay.
screen. Yes, just for the size of the image. So it's meant to reach. Okay, if you open your file, you see it has reduced now.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I am saying that if you reduce the screen size, the image also reduce because the image size is the 30% of that 100% screen.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Do you mean that the image size is affecting the whole screen size, or?
no. I am not saying. I am saying that you give that image size is 30%. Means this image size take the 30% of that 100% area.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. You're right.
When the area got reduced, then 30% also got reduced, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yes. Because if you notice before, it was scrolling. The whole page was scrolling because the image extended into. I mean, it's past the width. This screen is usually 100%. So the image size that we had before was more than 100%. So that's why it was that big, as you're saying. But now we've reduced it. Okay, let me show you now. Let me take it back so that you understand. So you can comment. I know you heard of commenting code. That is to, when you comment code like this, it won't show on the browser. It's only you that can see it. The computer cannot see it.
yeah.
Yes. So how I did was control and that slash. This slash on your keyboard.
Okay.
Yes, control
So
with the slash. Yeah. So it will take off what you've done. So it's back to normal now. Yeah, so this is what I was saying now. It's past the limit for this screen is 100%, but the image is more than that 100%. So it's scrolling to the right. It's continually. That's what brought this lower bar, horizontal bar at the bottom. It's scrolling to the right, which is abnormal. For pages, it's only the vertical that has to scroll, not the horizontal. Yeah, that scrolls. So it's a malfunction. So if you look at like this site now that we went to, the Visual Studio site, you can see it's just the vertical that is scrolling. This horizontal doesn't scroll. It's just the vertical that is meant to scroll. But our own page is opposite, like the vertical, I mean the horizontal is scrolling. So to fix that, we have to reduce the size of this image so it doesn't scroll. So we'll now go back to the code and bring back what we commented out. So 30% again. So now it will be back to normal. So you can see it's no more scrolling sideways. Yeah. Sideways again. Yeah. So this is too big for a logo. So we have to reduce it. Let's say 10%. Or let's see how 10%. It's still too big. So 5%. Okay, I think for now that is okay. It's just for practice purpose. When I think I'll still give you maybe personal kind of projects to do your own. So when you're doing your own, you can use a normal logo. Just search for a real logo to put there. So I think we can still reduce a bit. It's still too big. Yeah. Yes. So if you are not comfortable with this, because this 3% looks strange in my eye because it's too small for a percentage like value. So if you are not okay with that, you can use pixel. So you can just say, let's say 10 pixels. Yeah, so either use pixel or percentage. It depends on you, the one that you prefer. So you can also use pixels. This one is very small. So you can increase it. Let's say 50 pixels. You can see the value looks bigger in my eye. So it's looks more friendly. Yes, so 50 pixels looks good like for a logo. Yes, so you can see that this logo and this text, they are on top of each other. That is vertical, but it's abnormal because the text and the logo, they are meant to be horizontal. Let me see if a site has that kind of thing so that you see what they did here. So gemography and the logo, they are side by side. So this is the logo that we did just now. Then this is the text that we want to do. So if you go back to your own, we want to put them side by side. Yes. So yeah. So to do that, you go to the index, then locate what covers both of them. That is logo. Logo covers both the image and the text. So we'll target logo. That is dot logo. Dot logo. So that will appear before the second one. It's good you arrange it according as it appears. So dot, wow, time is just flying like seriously. Okay. Let's just complete this part. Dot logo. I think we've exceeded 1 hour. Yeah. So dot logo. So what we do now is to give it display of flex. Display flex in CSS makes things to be side by side. Display flex to make things to be side. So if you put display flex, you see that automatically it will go sides. Yeah. So you can see it's side by side now. So it looks more like what we have here. So all we need to do now is just to style it. Yes. So this text, make it bolder. It's looking to faint. Yeah. So what we're doing now, we gave the text logo text. Yes. So we will just target logo text under this dot logo text. Then give it font weight of bold. So to make it bold, so font weight. You can see Visual Studio is guessing everything that you need. So font weight here. You can either give it bold or you use numerical values. 100 here is the thinnest. 100 is the thinnest. So 200, it gets bolder as you increase. So we can give it 700, about 700, so that we'll see how. So you can see it's bolder now. Yeah. So now we can position it so that it can be at the middle. It's at the top here. Yeah, so let's bring it down a bit so that it will be, where is that? So you can, that will now be margin top for the text. Margin top. Margin top, yeah, margin top helps to bring down, like give some margin at the top. You know, I told you margin is outside what you have. Like, so we have a text. We want to give it some space at the top. That is outside the text at the top. So you can say margin top 10 pixels to bring it down. Margin top 10 pixels. Yeah, so you can see it has come down now to the center of this image here. Yeah, so let's give some space. You see how theirs is, and they give some space at the top here and at the side here. To the top and at the side. But ours is too much to the side. So let's give some space quickly. So that will be the logo, because the logo is controlling everything. So we want to move everything inwards. Yes. So we'll do margin top from the logo. Margin top of, let's say 10 pixels. Margin top. Then also margin left. So depending on the direction you want to give space, there's margin top, margin left, margin bottom, margin right. So margin left, 10 pixels also. Yeah, so if you go down, yeah, you can see it has given some space, but we need more space. So let's give it so let's give it 30. Yeah. So I think this is cool. Okay, no, let's still move it. Let's give it the left. Let's try 15. So that is how you just try to, because it's based on you. Now you don't decide how you want it, like decide to look based on how well it looks to you. So the top, let's give it 40. Yeah, I think it's okay now. Yeah, so let's give some space between the logo and the foot itself. Yeah. Logo and foot. So that means we're taking care of logo text. We're giving space to the right, to the left, margin left of the logo text. Hope we are all following. It may look somehow strange at
Yeah,
first.
it's looking complex to me right now.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it will look complex, but as you practice, it becomes at the first time instance you won't really get it like that. But as you keep on practicing, you'll be able to follow. So what I'm just
Yeah,
trying to describe is, I don't know if we have much time. So should we have another one? I know many of us might be tired from work and everything. So okay,
uh,
what I will do is that I'm saving this recording,
it
so I'll still send it so that I can watch again. Then also I will try and make sort of like a document or something that we explain it well enough for you to understand. Yes, so I'll give
okay.
you a pictorial form. So you see it in like a pictorial form. What margin and padding means, I will describe it very well. Then on the group chat too, you can ask questions on the group chat and I'll be able to answer them. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Will we be getting assignments or something?
Yeah. So I think your assignment now will just be to uh, sort of replicate what we've done, like in your own, and make it yours.
Okay,
Like it might not be this foot, name it something else, put a logo there,
okay, sure,
replicate what we've done. Yes. So far. Yes. So I'll explain more on the group chat.
sure.
Yeah. So I think we can so we can end today's class here. Like so I'll tell you the next class when it will hold and details of the next class.
Okay,
So
sure.
let's just pray.
So,
So, yeah, what do you think? Yeah.
so so can we put just the background color so it's looks kind of a nab?
Yeah, exactly. You can do those. You can do style it however you want to style it. Yeah. So when you send to me, I will be able to review and correct them. Yeah.
But can we use instead using lots of classes?
Yeah.
I mean, can we use combinators?
Okay. What is combinators?
I mean, rather than using that lots of
Yeah.
I mean, using lots of classes, can we use combinators?
Okay. So what do you mean by communicator? Combinators?
Combinators, it's like you just.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, my notification is coming.
Yeah.
So combinators is like when you just declare a one header tag, and then you just you put a space, and then you wrote your class's name. It's like a kind of nested tag kind of thing.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, if it works well for like all these things is based on preference. There are different ways of doing it. Like it's based on preference. Like so you can do that if it's okay by you. You can use that method. Yeah. As long as it works well and there are no errors, that is what is important. But there are different methods of doing it. Yes, but this class 2 is also okay if it's okay by you, because you can easily identify each of the things by name. That means you are naming everything. Yes, you can identify them by their name. So if there's any error, you know where it is coming from because you have seen the name of each of them. Yes, but this is HTML, CSS. We will still get to React. React makes everything very easy. Like it's a framework like of JavaScript. So we'll still get to a point that you won't need much of all these things. Like you have better styling, ways of styling your page. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just say a little prayer before we go. So thank God for all that we've learned. Lord, we thank you for granting us understanding of all that we've studied, Lord. Help us to be able to remember it, Lord. Help